As many of you know, Xbox is my console of choice, and I own Xbox, I own, of course, the PlayStation as well as the Nintendo Switch, and I like owning all of the consoles, but at the same time, guys, Xbox I've grown up with, and so it's always been very close to my heart, and I still love, the way it feels, the way it plays out, even though I still don't have that feeling of like the Xbox 360 days. That was, the 360 controller was the best controller ever made in my personal opinion, and, it hasn't felt exactly the same because the Xbox 360, the interface and everything was very easy to use. Well, one of the big things, guys, that has been rumored and been talked about a lot is that Microsoft is planning on making Xbox Live free, or Xbox Live altogether is going away. Well, I wanted to go ahead and get some clarification on this and talk about it, guys, what this could mean for the future of Xbox Live if it does stay or if it goes away and it becomes free, how big that could be for Microsoft. So let's talk about it. In an article written by Tom Warren of The Verge, Microsoft isn't renaming Xbox Live and has no plans to discontinue Xbox Live Gold. Microsoft isn't planning to rename Xbox Live or discontinue Xbox Live Gold. Rumors of an Xbox Live rename appeared this week and after Microsoft announced changes to its services agreement. The software giant started referring to Xbox Live as the Xbox Online service, prompting some to assume Xbox Live was going away. The update to Xbox Online service in the Microsoft Services Agreement refers to the underlying Xbox service that includes features like cross saves and friend requests, says a Microsoft spokesperson in a statement to The Verge. This language update is intended to distinguish the underlying service and the paid Xbox Live Gold subscription. There are no changes being made to the experience of the service or Xbox Live Gold. So Xbox Live Gold, obviously, guys, has been something that has been around with Xbox, from the 360 onwards, I believe. And I gotta say, look, that I am one that I've always stated that the Xbox Live experience, in my personal opinion, was better than the PlayStation Network or the PlayStation Online, service that PlayStation had. Even though PlayStation on PlayStation 3, it was free at the time, and then I believe, over time it changed, and now it's a service that they charge for as well. But I've always felt that the Xbox Live service was better than that of other online services out there. Just the experience was really great and such. The 360, the interface was so good. Now with the Xbox One, there was a lot of, in my opinion, I not that I don't like the Xbox One. I think it's great how powerful it is and things of that nature, but I think that it definitely dropped off in a number of ways. One of those being just Xbox Live in general. The interface, of course, of the Xbox One, in my opinion, is just not that great. It's not nearly as good as the 360. They kind of complicated things when it was actually people liked, things being more simplistic. So with that, here's what I will state, guys, is that I believe this would be a massive move for Xbox. Now, look, we're going to be talking about later on in the show, Xbox taking a significant approach here to really, they want to own the future of gaming from a console perspective. Maybe not so much as, selling more consoles than anyone else, like PlayStation or something, but they are making an approach where they want to have the most exclusives. They want to be the Netflix of gaming, which we've already talked about. And I feel that if Xbox Live did get rebranded or it got changed to being a free online service, it would just be another reason to get an Xbox because it would be free. You would have all these other consoles all these other console exclusives coming out, and it would give you even more reason to get an Xbox. It just makes total sense to me. Now, obviously the rumors, we don't know yet if it's true or not, but recent rumors have also speculated that Xbox Live Gold is going away or perhaps even be made free. I asked Microsoft to comment on the rumors, and the company said, "We have no plans to discontinue Xbox Live Gold at this time. It is an important part of gaming on Xbox today and will continue to be in the future." Now, while it's clear Xbox Live Gold isn't going away, Microsoft's statement doesn't mean the service won't be made free at some point in the future. Microsoft still requires Xbox One owners and potentially Xbox Series X owners to purchase an Xbox Live Gold subscription to play multiplayer games online. Windows 10 players of Xbox Live enabled games do not require the same subscription, however. Now, with Halo going free to play as far as from a multiplayer perspective, I think things are moving in a really good direction right now, guys. I'm not going to say that, I'm not going to give you a timetable as to when I believe Xbox Live would, become free for everyone, but I think that we're definitely going down that trajectory. There's certainly an emphasis on free, in this gaming landscape as a whole, whether we're talking battle royale games, we're talking, whatever it might be, there's definitely an emphasis on free to play. But then on top of that, now with Xbox taking the significant approach of a Netflix of gaming, I think it would be smart for them to make it free, make Xbox Live free, have Xbox Game Pass, which is your subscription service, which is getting, a lot of people signing up for that. If you had those couple of things, you would have a really good chance at starting to not necessarily own the next generation of consoles, but really own it over time, taking the long-term approach, which we'll talk about here later, like I said. And so I think this would be very good, guys. I think it would be all the way around. It would be very smart for Microsoft to make Xbox Live free for everyone, because then it would actually be competing once again with PlayStation, the PlayStation Network, that is not free. It would almost force PlayStation to make a move where they would make their network and service free as well, which all around, guys, it would be good for everybody. So fingers crossed they decide to do it at some point. We're definitely going down that road, it feels like right now, but we'll kind of have to wait and see, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you think Microsoft is going to make Xbox Live free at some point or another in the foreseeable future? Let me know, and for more Xbox content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.